let's have a look at this. What do you think about this one? What's this one called? Should we start it out?
Queen.
Lovely. Queen. Queen Aneena's. So that's her name, isn't it? We know that's her name because she's got a lovely capital letter. Queen Aneena's
Feast.
Lovely. What's a feast?
Like dinner.
Yeah, well, it's a special dinner, or maybe for a celebration. So if it was somebody in your house's birthday, they might have a feast. Yeah, you might have a feast at your house where you all have special foods.
You can see that I talk to the child about the front cover and we go through the meaning of the word feast, just to make sure the child has an understanding to prepare them for what's about to come up in the text.
Yeah, so Queen Aneena's feast. So here she is, look, and she's got special glass and special jelly cake. And what do you think those look like? Yeah, maybe apples. If you have a look on the back, it says Queen Aneena has a feast. But what will Queen Teeny Weeny eat? Right, let's have a little look. Okay.
Queen Aneena.
Good boy, you've remembered that from the front. Queen Aneena
had a feast.
I love your blending. Oh, what are those? I thought they were wiggly worms.
Peas.
Yeah, they're sort of peas or beans, aren't they? What's this?
Pancakes.
Or I think it might look like some sort of meat. Yeah, a turkey or a chicken.
Jelly.
And the jelly or the cake that looks a bit like a jelly.
Beans.
So let's try the first sounds again. Fifth, eaten. 15. You know the number 15?
Yeah.
I use the strategy again that I also used with the other blue book, the Train to Win book. Here, the child's really struggling with the word 15, and I gave lots of time and we went over it lots and lots of times. I then segmented, so broke down the word into smaller sounds for the child, and then the child then was able to blend them together to make the word. So we worked together to decode the word. The sound FIF at the beginning of words is not a common sound, not a common sequence of sounds in the English language. So that might be the reason why the child struggled with this word. Breaking down a word and then getting your child to blend it together is a really, really good way of helping them to progress in their decoding. As you might have seen in the introduction video, I mentioned some resources that could help with phonics acquisition. Phonics Play is a particularly good game, and if you're able to supervise your child while they're on Phonics Play, you will actually be able to pick up some of the sounds, which will help you. Obviously, we're not expecting everybody to be able to segment and blend overnight, but just for lots of exposure to the phonics that we're teaching in school can really help you as parents to teach your child to read at home.
Yeah, one more than 14. 15.
Queens.
Good.
Come.
Try it again.
Come.
Do you know the sound when we have
the aim?
Good. Do you know the name of that one?
Aim.
Yeah, the split A, isn't it? Came
to the feast.
Right, let's try that sentence again.
Say
15
queens came to the
feast. Let's try it again. 15 queens came
to the
feast. One more time. 15
queen
queens.
Queens came to the feast.
Yeah.
Repeating the same sentence again and getting the child to read it back to you again and again, getting a little bit faster and a little bit faster, will really help the child's comprehension of the sentence. So if I just read this sentence once with the child and then we'd gone on to the next page, it might not have been obvious to the child exactly what was happening in this part of the story. I've spoken before in the video for the It Was a Cold Dark Night book that when children are in these early stages of reading, as many of them are in Key Stage 1, the decoding and the actual breaking down of the text, and then applying that, combining that with the application of comprehension skills, so being able to also understand what's happening in the text, are two really, really complex things that need to be working hand in hand together for them to have a really good understanding of what's happening in the book. So if you give your child lots of chances to repeat the same sentence over and over again until they've really got it, you will be helping them with their fluency, but you'll also be helping them to understand what it is that's happening in that specific part of the book.
They all are. Look, there's the 15 queens on the 15 seats. Okay, 15 queens came to the feast.
Queen
Good.
Jean
Good, that's her name, isn't it? Queen Jean
had her heaps
Good.
meat.
Good, you're really recognising that E sound now. Queen Jean had heaps of meat. There she is, look, heaps. She's having lots of meat. Yeah, she's not a vegetarian, is she? Hey, she's eating lots of meat.
Queen Nelly
Good.
had her heaps of jelly.
Good. Would you choose the meat or would you choose the jelly?
Jelly.
Me too, definitely.
But Queen
Teeny. But
Teeny.
Queen Teeny.
Weeny.
Good.
It did not eat.
Did not eat. Good. She's not having anything. Yeah, not having anything.
Have some.
Good. Some. Have some.
Peace and beans.
So this is the same sound. Can you see it's in peas as well?
Yes.
Have some peas and
Beans. Said jelly.
Queen
Jean.
Good.
In this part of the clip, you can see that I reminded the child that this was the same sound, a sound that they'd already encountered. So this child has seen the EA in peas and then not seemingly noticed that it's the same sound in beans. So I drew his attention back to where he had recognised the digraph earlier on in the sentence.
Have some peas and beans, said Queen Jean. There's the peas and beans.
No, said Queen Teeny Weeny.
Good. Right, let's say it how she might say it. Look at her. She doesn't look very impressed, does she? No. Yeah, no, said Queen Teeny Weeny. Can you say it?
No, said Queen Teeny Weeny.
Good boy. Brilliant.
Apologies that I don't have this page to show you. Here you can see that I start to work with the child to model the use of expression for how the Queen says this part of the story. Having you giving an example of ways that you can use expression is a really, really, really valuable way of helping your child to learn how to use expression. This is quite a simple one, just a one-word answer, and you can see that this child responds really well to and has a go really nicely when I model how the Queen might have said that part of the story.